Right now, somewhere in the world, a 25-year-old is looking at their bank account, thinking about opening an investment app and closing it. "I'll start next month," they whisper, once things settle down. Here's the uncomfortable truth. That one sentence, "I'll start tomorrow," might be the single most expensive sentence a person ever says to themselves. Not because of what it costs today, but because of what it silently steals over the next 30 years. And the scary part? You won't even feel it happening. That's what makes this trap so dangerous. Let's talk about why. Most people think delaying money decisions is harmless, like pausing a movie. You just pick it up later, right where you left off. But money doesn't wait for you. Money moves, grows, multiplies quietly in the background, whether you're paying attention or not. And when you delay, you're not just losing time, you're losing the version of your money that was about to start working for you. Think about a farmer who keeps saying, "I'll plant the seeds next week." Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next season. The soil doesn't punish him instantly. Nothing dramatic happens. But at harvest time, while his neighbor is collecting baskets of fruit, he's left staring at empty fields, wondering where the year went. That's exactly what happens with money. The damage isn't loud, it's silent. And silence is why we ignore it. Here's the simple idea behind why waiting is so costly. Money grows on top of money. This is called compounding, and honestly, it sounds boring until you see it in action. Imagine two friends, Maya and Jake, both 25. Maya starts investing $200 a month immediately. Jake says he'll start once he's more settled, and finally begins at 35, investing the same $200 a month. 10 years might not sound like a big deal. It's just 10 years, right? But by the time they're both 65, Maya has more than double what Jake has. Even though Jake kept investing for just as many years as Maya did after he started. Same discipline, same monthly amount. Completely different outcome. Why? Because Maya's early money had extra time to grow on top of itself. Every dollar she invested early wasn't just a dollar. It became a tiny worker, generating more dollars, which generated more dollars again and again, quietly in the background for decades. Jake's dollars never got that same head start. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't bad with money. He simply lost time. And time is the one thing you can never buy back. This is the part most people don't understand. It's not really about how much money you start with. It's about how early you let your money start working. So why do so many smart, capable people fall into this trap? Because our brains are wired to prioritize what feels urgent today over what matters long term. Psychologists call this present bias. Your brain would rather deal with rent, going out with friends, or that new phone, because those feel real right now. Meanwhile, future you investing feels abstract, distant, almost fictional. It's the same reason people delay going to the gym, eating healthier, or saving for emergencies. The reward is invisible today and only becomes visible years later. And there's another sneaky trap hiding inside "I'll start tomorrow." It feels productive. Saying "I'll start once I earn more," or "once I pay off this debt," or "once things calm down," gives your brain the comfort of intention without the discomfort of action. You feel like you're already doing something, even though technically you're doing nothing. That's the psychological trick. Waiting feels safe. But financially, waiting is one of the most expensive decisions you can make. You just don't get the receipt until decades later. Here's the deeper truth about wealth building that most people never realize. You don't need a lot of money to start. You need a lot of time for your money to grow. Time is the real currency of wealth, not income, not luck, not some secret investing trick. People assume wealthy investors got rich because they had huge amounts of money to invest. In reality, many of them simply started early and let time do the heavy lifting. The amount matters less than most people think. The starting date matters more than almost anything else. So what should you actually do with this? Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start investing or saving. It doesn't exist. Start small if you have to, even $20 or $50 a month. The amount is not the point. The habit and the head start are the point. Every month you delay isn't just a missed month. It's a missed multiplier, a missed decade of compounding that you can never recreate, no matter how much money you make later. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, I'll start tomorrow, pause for a second and ask yourself this: am I actually protecting my future or quietly stealing from it? Because tomorrow always sounds harmless, but tomorrow, repeated for 10 years, is the difference between financial freedom and financial regret. Start today, not because tomorrow is impossible, but because tomorrow always finds a way to become someday.